Bruh. Bruh.
Thanks so much, Commander Blood, man. 499 Super Chat. Let's go. Happy Easter. Goddamn litter! Up the chair!
Thanks so much. Holy crap. Alright, here we go.
Bruh.
Welcome, traders. Happy Easter. To you. Whether you believe it or not, alright? I've got like tornadoes coming my way and stuff, so that sucks, but I got wings, I got a halo, we can fly away, man. So, glad to have you. Thank you so much, Dan and Melissa, for that 2420, the Iowa Jesus Peoples, the Iowa Hawkeyes in the jar. And if I lose power, like legit, it's starting like right now. Like I can hear it. It's very windy and stormy. So like if all of a sudden I'm not streaming anymore, you know why. And it's just because my power went out because there's severe weather. All right. So this is not the first time it's happened. It is really windy. And I'm saying if we get to a point where I'm late in the stream and power hadn't gotten out yet, I don't know what to tell you, man, because I will be so surprised if the power stays on throughout all this, okay? So, thanks again for being here. Bitcoin, wow. How about that 60-minute bullish Gartley, the mini Easter Gartley? It manifested into a higher low after it sold off last night, still held onto the heart line of the channel. The Golden Voice Jesus, man, oh my god. Oh yeah, sorry about that, my bad.
Golden Voice Jesus tipped $25. Happy Easter, homie.
Golden Voice Jesus, man, thanks so much, dude. Happy Easter to you as well, and yours. All right, we'll play some Jesus chimes real quick. Thank you so much for spending this day with me. We are all kings. To Jesus peoples, thanks so much.
Bruh.
Seriously. You couldn't be doing anything, I know that, but it's a special day, and if you're here with me, man, that's big time, all right? So, you just gotta be impressed. You gotta be impressed with this showing up. If you're able to identify it, even crazier, because it's a 60-minute time scale, so the weekend should be doing something else. I mean, after this was identified, I went on a multi-mile hike at Oak Mountain, you know. I'm talking about this one, right? You see that, right? And all of a sudden, it's just like, boom, Kings. Went up way higher, you know, joking with Jeff last night, you know, Casey Stubbs, better targets like the top of the pattern. But really, I think we talked about a couple days ago after we had sold off, like, high to low. I mean, of course, right? You know, you got your golden zone. You hit the top of the golden zone, man. Give me audio check too, of course. Sorry, man. I just don't know if it was too loud or not. But the 618 and no higher. You went up to touch it, and that's it. It almost looks like you're just flagging, like bull flagging right now. Maybe you're not exhausted, so you might have another run. There is a square up. I would say like it's 72.89 right here on that 60-minute chart, right before everything just went down, right? Square up 72.85, whatever. All right, so maybe you flag and you go and you hit that before selling off again. You know, there's that idea, people will bring it up, a left shoulder ahead, a right shoulder, something like that. That's always possible too, man. All right, but the move down, you know, was like on a Friday, right? The move up was on a Saturday. It's just weekend warrior stuff. I think let's look at the futures chart. I don't have like an up-to-date one. Mine's delayed, but let's look at the futures real quick of like the stock market that just opened 9 minutes ago. Oh my god, dude, what's going on with that? I don't like how this new window capture is really weird. The client area, we'll turn that off. What'll that do? I have to hide this too. Give me a sec. Put this behind wow, dude. The memento. What the heck, man? I don't understand. It's so weird. Let's turn them off for now. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you gapped up. It was like, whoa, dude, we gapped up and we had 28.19, and then you fill the gap, like, real quick. And then look at the volatility, you know, it gapped down and it's just rallied, you know, 37.37. And then here's crude. What in the heck? Crude was at 24.71 and just sold off all the way to 22.20. That's some serious volatility, but that kind of makes sense, right? Isn't like the oil price war, they're kind of trying to conclude it a little bit, draw it to a close. Anyway, that's what I've been reading. You know, compromise with Mexico to finalize the oil deal. And we got earnings week coming up now, or, you know, earnings season's back, and it's starting with the banks.
Bruh.
And the heart of it's really starting to, you know, the heart of earnings, I guess, of next week's earnings is going to be like Wednesday, Thursday. That's when all the big banks, most of the big banks start reporting, like BlackRock and Bank of America. Yeah, BlackRock, Citi, yeah, BAC, Bancorp. Let's see, are there any more? I mean, Johnson & Johnson's reporting on Tuesday. And let's see, Wells Fargo reports on Tuesday. Wonder if they're going to get wrecked, dude. And then you got Regions represent on Friday. Iberia Bank's also on Friday. So yeah, dude. What will earnings bring us? So 7101, you're up 3%, but you know, you're up really nothing since the sell-off, and you know. And the cool thing about it is, like, there was a square up down here. Like, the square up was at like 68.50. You remember that? I was definitely identified. So all you did was you Bart Simpson to square up. You know, retraced kind of deep from these lows, and then you hit this heart line of the beautiful, well-respected channel, and you've rallied off of that, only to get near a square up to the upside. Okay. Here it comes, chat. Crazy weather. So, Commander, thanks again for that super chat. All right. Futures, yeah, starting to drop a little bit more. Uh-oh, Monk S. 23,435 or 455, excuse me. And then you got the S&P 500, 2759. Yeah, dropping to their lowest point. But, you know, I mean, you're almost down 1% already. Let's see how this commences with VIX. The volatility is continuing to pump a little bit. And yeah, crude is getting near its session lows, but you know, we're talking about 12 minutes of the session, right? Yeah, dude, you missed a nice stream last night. Real nice on history, right? It's like revolution. Now we got so much more we can do at all times, man. Gotta love it. So, you know, we never hit a 618. You know, we made a really moderate retrace from your low point here to your high point. You hit a 38% retrace. That's when you started developing that little harmonic, the mini Easter rally, harmonic, Gartley. And you rallied. I mean, that's it, dude. Like, there's nothing else. There was, you know, it was definitely something one could argue about the whole hidden bullish divergence. It seems like that with the 60-minute played out. This coincided and it went well.
What's a square up, Mitch?
Bruh.
What's up, Square Up? Anon, thanks for 1337. Also, a Square Up's pretty simple, right? Someone has to facilitate your buys, your buy orders, and your sell orders when you demand them, right? You take let's just say you went short here right before the bottom fell out and it dumped. Okay, well, the exchange facilitated that for you, so they had to buy a position. So there are positions underwater that they, you know, the transaction right between you and them. And so what the exchange will do is, after volatility subsides, they have the ability, right, and liquidity to push the price back up to that level to offload their position at a break-even price. Because remember, underwater. So they push it up and then goes back to business as usual. It's the same thing here, right? Like right here, you had this, you and all your buddies, y'all all went long, right? And just this price pumped to the upside, and it took all this time you know, to consolidate, for volatility to subside before we sold off and we squared up. And so you could say that the exchange offloaded their position at a break-even price down here. Does it make sense? Thanks for the 1337, dude. All right, that's all it is, man. In crypto, it's like the most prevalent ever, right? Square ups are everywhere. I mean, they look like flags. Like here, I think a lot of people probably said, hey man, that's a bull flag or something. Or at least it started out as one. Nah, man, that was just a Bart Simpson. And I think it was sellers absorbing the rest of the demand. And that's why it takes time, man, at critical resistances. Look how much time at 68.19 it took for all the all the demand or all the supply to be bought up before you could break to higher prices. It took a long time, man. That's all it is. We're below 7100 after your small scrub pattern played out. We know from a high point up here to a low point, a golden retrace, that you can reverse majorly the downside now. And it wouldn't be weird. It would actually make sense. You aren't showing any kind of exhaustion right on the oscillators. Here's the thing though, you now have positive momentum. And it's nothing special. I mean, sure, it could keep building, of course. It's just not. Right? Like the idea is that this is just rallying to make a lower high, to sell off again to lower lows, and eventually we'll get to that 64.73 area, which this goes to this idea, right? Which it was the 3 drives pattern. And, you know, it played out pretty well, but again, it only got down to right here. This is where it reversed. And so the target is the 618, not the 382. So it's rallied, hoping for a lower high, and then we could sell off again to see that in time. But holy crap, the volatility is, chat, look at futures right now. Volatility is up 3.3%. Wow, the Dow Jones is down 1.63%. It's dumping right now in real time. S&P 500 is also down 1.63%, 2734. Holy crap, you're down 2% now. Chat, we are witnessing some major volatility. Crude is at low levels too. Was a 50% retrace? Was that enough? We knew we were in a reflexive rally. We knew we were at moderate retraces. Heck, man, we were at the Dow Jones, or sorry, not the Dow Jones, but the Dow theory level, halfway mark. So that is a common area where you reverse majorly to the downside again because that prevailing impulse was a freaking crash. We will see, man. We will see. Pretty interesting. But yeah, head and shoulders, maybe ideas coming around. Let me these Fibonacci's. This should be only visible on the 60-minute. So, you know, look, man, like leftish type shoulder, head, right shoulder. Like making a lower high here, that's not a good sign at all. I mean, the neckline itself is the heart line. So. But, you know, across the markets, man, you know, most things have responded well to Bitcoin's price action. I mean, at this point, if Bitcoin was to close right now, it'd be a bearish engulfing candle. But, you know, it's always the idea that we might backtest this area 7,000 as support. Actually, no offense, but like, how can you, you know, since all that volume profile stuff was researched on the stock market, I mean, we know most of the trading done here is like OTC. It's not like that on any other market. So we can't take volume at face value like we do on other markets. It's just not true. But either way, man, I'm sorry, a lower high, dude, you're just going back to this idea that you hit it, you rallied, lower high, and you sell off again, eventually get to that target. But, you know, like, look where the channel is. I mean, you could go all the way up to 7,600 technically, and it'd still be respecting this channel very well. What's up, Skywards? Hey, Billy Langford, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream last night. It was freaking lit. Okay. So, just monitoring futures now, which are doing very interesting things that we haven't seen in a while. You know, we haven't seen that much volatility's been very, very chill across the futures market the past couple weeks. Few weeks, really. Since the selling subsided. And now volatility's coming back, maybe? A lot of time left, right? Oil's moving. I mean, it's, you know, again, 2203 is the lowest point. Isn't that in 5 days? Oh yeah, recession indicator, is that true? Best stream since the Sublime, the Drunken Sublime 311 music night. I remember that, dude. We'll be doing that again real soon since the real 420 is upon us. Right. So that's Bitcoin. You know, let's look at Ethereum real quick. How's it doing? It's your own respective channel. Fine. Right, hey, look how it bounced off of the 155 and rallied with Bitcoin, but you're not making higher highs than your previous highs, and you're below 165.75, which is a support resistance, very critical. Look left. August 2019. February 2019. Is this the other one that was, yep, like right around September of 2018? So yeah, like you haven't broken that. Look, man, it's nice, methodical, upsloping consolidation, short-term uptrend after a crash. And from that major high point to the low point, you're at a 382. It's underperforming Bitcoin in percentage moves up, right? Because Bitcoin exceeded its 50% retrace, which was 71.75. So it's just following Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin dumps, you know where Ethereum's going. It's coming right back. It's coming down to 150, 152 to test that area again, the upsloping support. If we break that, I mean, we could see 142 to 132, right? Because you got some support here, but like 131 is like, you know, some November 2019, March 2019 supports. Not really that strong. I mean, I don't think you, for Ethereum, if you're bullish or something, I don't think falling below 150 is bad. That's like real bad. Okay, so no lower or no higher high yet, no lower low yet either. But yeah, you could be engulfing here, just like hey, Bitcoin's at $7,000, $6,995. So let's go back to it real quick since we are getting some actual movement right now.